Some people do not enter a room. They enter its atmosphere. They notice the pause before a reply, the shift in someone's tone, the way a smile lasts half a second too long. They read everything. And because they read everything, they often become the person everyone thinks understands the least about themselves. That is the strange burden of being too aware. At first glance, it looks like strength. They seem composed, perceptive, hard to fool. But underneath that clarity is often a quieter truth. Awareness is not always comfort. Sometimes it is vigilance. Sometimes it is what the mind builds when it has learned that missing one detail can cost too much. What many people don't realize is that being highly aware is rarely just about intelligence. It is often about protection. A person like this does not simply hear your words. They hear what is missing from your words. They do not just see behavior, they scan for intention. In a conversation, they may already know when something has shifted, even before anyone says it out loud. In a relationship, they may feel the distance before the distance has a name. And this is where it gets interesting. The same awareness that makes them insightful can also make them exhausted. Because once you can see too much, it becomes harder to rest inside things. A delayed text is no longer just a delayed text. A change in eye contact becomes a question. Silence starts to feel loud. So they often live in two worlds at once. The world everyone else sees and the hidden world they are constantly decoding. Most people assume this makes them emotionally strong, but the deeper truth is more complicated. Sometimes they are not calm because nothing affects them. They are calm because they have learned how to hide the noise inside. The visible behavior is not always the real story. The sharpest observers are often the ones carrying the most invisible tension. Seeing clearly does not always mean feeling safe. A person who is too aware is often trying to prevent surprise, rejection, humiliation, or loss. They watch closely because uncertainty once felt dangerous. They analyze because interpretation feels safer than ignorance. They notice because being unprepared used to hurt. So what looks like detachment is sometimes fear with excellent eyesight. What looks like confidence is sometimes caution that has learned how to speak softly. And what looks like understanding others is often a lifelong attempt to understand what happened before they could explain it. In the end, the people who are too aware are not always the most at peace. They are often the most awake. And sometimes, being that awake means carrying a world inside you that no one else can see.